Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 1318 and today's topic is lipoprotein within bracket small a, that is called LPA, is silent killer, and LPA is high risk for heart attack. And why now I am saying in 2025 this thing, there is a strong reason. I have gone through a lot of research publications from Western countries, and now they are working on it, and why they have identified or located this molecule, because this molecule is the part of cholesterol. And I will come to cholesterol. First, let me clarify it that it's not that new discovery. Since 1960s, all lipoprotein, low density, high density, apoprotein is all well known. But for this lipoprotein, that is LPA small a, it was not identified and known that it is having some function or some biological implication or some role to play in clotting, blood clotting, that is called thrombosis, medical term, formation in arteries and even to heart. Only recently when statistical data was collected, because nowadays we are living in the age of data, and they found that lot of young people in India, Europe, America, in the age group of 27, 30, 40 are getting massive heart attack all of a sudden. And their all parameters, lipids, we call it lipid profile, triglyceride, LDL, HDL ratio, or BP, metabolic disorder, all these things are not there. All parameters are clear. All indications are not there for any indication to see that diabetic condition or BP or LDL, HDL ratio, and still they got massive heart attack, spontaneous death in the age group of 30, 25, 27. And then they started checking one by one. And one link which came today is very strong link. So now, before going to that link, I'm thinking in that direction, because I am teaching this cholesterol, the synthesis of hormones. I used to ask question in undergraduate, postgraduate level, starting from cholesterol, give the total synthesis of female sex hormone, that is progesterone, or starting from cholesterol, give the total synthesis of male sex hormone, that is testosterone, and all our hormonal activities and all those hormones, that is cortisol, sex hormones, and corticoids, cortisol, they are all steroidal molecules. They are steroids. And steroid means it is cholesterol. So let me write first what is that cholesterol nucleus. Cholesterol nucleus is like this. This is your cholesterol nucleus. This cholesterol nucleus, if I am calling it in chemical term, in chemical department, in chemistry, we will call it cyclopentano-phenanthrene nucleus. What is that? cyclopentenophrenthrin nucleus, that is your cholesterol. Such a big name. But this big name is having very small value. Cyclopenteno means I am talking of this ring. Cyclopenteno. And phenanthrene means this one. And when you combine these two, it will become cyclopentenophrenthrin. And here, in first ring we call it A ring, B ring, C and D ring. So in A ring, one alcoholic group is attached because any OH, once it is attached to any aliphatic carbon, they are aliphatic carbon in cyclic form, is called alcohol. So I used to say that if anybody is asking what is the example of solid alcohol, because usually alcohol and beer and ethyl alcohol, methyl alcohol, they are liquid. Cholesterol is the solid alcohol because there is alcoholic group. So in 60s, 70s, we are having this role. Then when we will go for any cardiac problem, first they will ask, let us go and check your cholesterol level, whether it is high or low. And if it is high, general cholesterol. Then later on by 2000, so that is I call it old cholesterol. That is first old cholesterol of 1960s. Just is my way of thinking like that. And it is true. The second group of cholesterol came, that is to modern cholesterol. Modern cholesterol came from 1990 to 2000. Yeah. Modern cholesterol. Modern cholesterol is having LDL plus HDL. Then cardiologists started saying after 1990s that no, it's not enough to see whether you have high cholesterol level or low. Go and find out what is the ratio of, that is bad cholesterol LDL and low density lipoprotein, this is small molecule, and HDL, that is high density lipoprotein, means it is good cholesterol. And they started saying that LDL is having some elastic type of nature, and it is sticky, and it used to stick to the wall of your arteries that provide the platform to form the clot or thrombose. So now today, that was modern, and today means ultra modern. Ultra modern cholesterol, that is in 2025. So how it became ultra modern? First it was classical old cholesterol, then it became modern cholesterol, and today it became ultra modern cholesterol. So what is going on? Cholesterol is cholesterol, is a lipid, an animal product. And let me make it very clear. One is called cholesterol, is also a type of lipid. Other is called glycerides, triglycerides. So cholesterol is only found in animal. It is an animal product. And now they have stopped writing on the vegetable oil that it is cholesterol free. Cholesterol cannot be in vegetable oil unless you are doing some adulteration. So, and triglycerides, it is found in animal as well as in plant. And again, one more thing. When we are talking of classical cholesterol, our liver is the industry or factory of cholesterol manufacturing. So 80 to 90% cholesterol in our body is manufactured by liver. If you have high cholesterol level, it means your liver is strong, is producing more, or it is genetically pre-programmed to have more and more cholesterol production from liver. So what happened? That myth was also clear in India especially. People who have never touched any animal product, any meat, any egg, any chicken. And they got blockage in young age. They got heart attack. And they never touched any red meat. So then it was clear to them that it is not the question of vegetable oil, animal fat, or again some junk food. Rather, your body itself is genetically programmed to produce more cholesterol. So you belong to that genetically defective group of people where more and more cholesterol is produced. So that concept is today clear. But today, because every day now data is there, and everywhere on the basis of statistical data we are doing. For example, one more example I give you, where statistical data is playing role. BP, high blood pressure, we are saying, oh, is this and that. And high blood pressure, they are saying 120 and 80 mm. 120, that is systolic, means opening of the heart, and then sinking of the heart is diastolic, is normal. Who is it came from Almighty Allah? That no, this is the normal. Not like that. It is on the basis of statistical data. It was conducted in Britain in 1940s. They selected 5,000 people. They kept on observation for 20 years. And they noted down their I call it health condition, blood pressure, and their cardiac problem. And they found that in all those groups, those who were having the blood pressure 120 and 80, they survived 20 to 30 years more, and they were alive. Then on the basis of that probability, statistical factor, they established that this is the BP for normal, they call it. But it doesn't mean that it guarantees everything. In the same way, cholesterol also. Cholesterol doesn't guarantee. And once they found that a lot of youngsters are becoming the victim of heart attack, massive heart attack, and they are dying. Then they checked and found that no, there is another element in that LDL, bad cholesterol, that is low density lipoprotein. So in that LDL here, there are two types of LDL. LDL, two types. One is LDL and one is LDL A. That is apolipoprotein. And that apolipoprotein is more smaller, more sticky as compared to LDL. And the interesting thing is that why I am here, that by birth, whatever LPA, lipoprotein A, that is LPA, it is called LPA. LPA, lipoprotein A. Lipoprotein A, if child is born, if you check, if it is below 100, 80, 70, 50, it will remain same even if he becomes 80-year-old. It will never change. It is constant. Only some research publications they have mentioned that in female there is little deviation once they are in pre-menstrual cycle period, and post-menstrual means then there is little towards higher side, and that is little we can say towards higher side, otherwise it's almost same. But in male it is same. So my request is still in most of the Asian and African countries, cardiologists, they are not recommended that I want to see the percentage of lipoprotein small a, apolipoprotein. Because if it is from 50 to 80, 90, below 100, you are not at higher risk. But if it is from 150 to 300, it can go up to 150 to 300 ml per liter, nano ml per liter. That is 150 to 300 nml per liter. You are at high risk. Now, those youngsters who got this heart attack, it is on the basis of research publications I am discussing. When they checked, they found that their LPA percentage when they were child was in the range of 150 to 300, 200. They were at high risk of heart attack and they never cared. They were taking any type of food, junk food, trans food, sugar, vegetable oil, deep fried, and that aggravated the situation. So if suppose that situation is there, that from childhood, once it is identified, at least once in a life, everybody, even here, it is my request as a chemist or professor of medicinal chemistry, because on molecular basis, atomic basis, we know very well everything, how it is going. Let them have one test in life, so that at least they will know whether they are at high risk or they are normal. It's very, very important. Even for children, if suppose you have son and daughter, your child, better to have one LPA test, so that you will know better it is he is at high risk or low risk. According to that, you can modify the diet. And what is happening there? Let me show you one diagram, then you will understand. So here, a very clear picture is there. It's a design and it is an image. The blue line is a straight line. It's providing platform for the formation of thrombus. And that you can consider is your LPA small a. So on that they are resting. But here, it is mostly protein molecules in small size, big size, complex, simple protein. So some which are coming to rest to form the thrombus in medical term, or we can simply, is better to say blood clot. And immediately plasmin is a type of protein, will not allow, it will just destroy it. But here this lipoprotein small a will destroy the plasmin. That is the reaction mechanism of triglyceride and lipoprotein is going on inside the arteries. And once that one is destroyed, means that is plasmin. It means it is free platform on that that is lipoprotein A platform to form the thrombus immediately, and they will get the stroke. So that is the latest reaction mechanism inside the arteries, and how the reaction is taking place between plasmin protein, between the clot, and between the lipoprotein small a. So in Delhi, when I was there in 2000, lot of advertisement is there. Come, there is zero oil diet and 100% guarantee you will not get a stroke. It's all myth. What do you mean by zero oil? They were saying that vegetable oil is not used, it's only all steaming is done. So you are very safe. But LPA is not allowing you to be safe. And secondly, it's better if you write zero sugar, because if two options are given to you, that which one will be more dangerous to your heart health, whether sugar or vegetable oil? Put sugar. Sugar is very, very dangerous. I call it white poison for cardiovascular system, because sugar means sucrose, disaccharide, chemically speaking. And disaccharide means it is made up of two monomers. One is glucose, other one is fructose. So once you are taking sucrose, table sugar, that is going to be splitted into glucose and fructose. And fructose is more harmful because that is going to your liver and it is disturbing enzyme and so many other biological activity. Glucose is, if it is excess, because where your insulin, that is pancreatic juice, is not enough to convert it into energy, so that is entered in your cell. So the sugar itself is very, very dangerous, is white poison. So it's my observation as a chemist, anybody who wants to protect his or her life, first make sugar zero rather than vegetable oil zero. Because some vegetable oils, they are triglycerides, there is omega-6 fatty acid, and they are good fat. They may help sometimes, that do not allow the formation of thrombus. If it is rich in omega-3, for example, your olive oil, corn oil, they are rich in omega-3 fatty acid. Fish oil, others like that, they are anti-inflammatory. So these myths I have already cleared. In the last but not least, please listen to me, and from today onward, make sure that once you are going to check your LDL HDL ratio, that is called triglyceride testing, tell your technologist that please check my level of LP small a, lipoprotein small a, what is the percentage. If it is below 80, 90, you are safe. If it is above 100, 150, 200, you have to be very careful, and it is genetic. Nobody can do anything. Somebody is born with high LPA, someone is born with low LPA. It is the choice of Allah or God. So my at least 3 lectures are there on cholesterol, but my one lecture is based on the knowledge of 60s, 70s. Other lecture is based on the knowledge of LDL, HDL cholesterol. And today's 2025 lecture is based on even the LDA is having into 2, LPA and LDA. So I wish that all of you should go and get checked and note down in your diary what is the LPA level of your blood. Once again, thank you very much for watching the lecture.